Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is a completely unscheduled live stream of Stranded Alien Dawn. I've noticed that my camera doesn't appear to be working, so what I'm going to need to do is get that sorted out, and then we're going to get into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new game, and the episode that was scheduled to go today for Stranded Alien Dawn, I thought what I would do is a live stream instead. So if you're tuned in, welcome. I'm just checking that the live stream you can't see me either, and it doesn't appear that you can, so let's see if we can get it restarted. Okay, right, camera turned off, and let's get it started back up again. Okay. Oh, handily it is. Let's try XSplit VCam. Okay, so let's try that again. Again, we will get into it quickly. Once I've got this up and running, the camera should boot up and we should see a live image. Yes, and we're seeing the live image in the stream as well. Very good. Okay, so once again, instead of doing an episode, what I've decided to do today, let me just adjust the camera because mostly you can see my jumper. And we're going to do Stranded Alien Dawn from the beginning. We're going to just start a new game. So, Moon, we'll do Concordia, and we'll do the Sobrius region, we'll do the crash landing scenario, we'll change the difficulty to easy just for the sake of it. Doesn't really matter what the seed is, we'll try a new seed, we don't know what it's going to have, but we'll give it a go. Game rules, we don't need any, that is fine. Let's get things kicked off. And who have we got? Jailer, Paulette, Raka and Talus. Well, first of all, let's get rid of Jailer, let's get rid of Paulus, and let's get rid of Talus as well. 100% health, recovers health twice as fast, gets hungry quicker. Okay, well, I tend to find that what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with my usual bunch. So I like Edmund, Katina, Krista and Raka. Now I know there is a new guy in here who is a farming expert, so to speak, for bringing in animals and getting them tamed and everything else. I'm not sure who that is actually, off the top of my head, but having a look at the characters, I think, let's have a look. Intellect, cooking, construction, no, it's definitely not him. No, not him. There is someone in here who's good at farming. Sorry, taming and dealing with animals. And he's basically guaranteed to tame an animal when he goes and interacts with them. But off the top, I'm not seeing which character it is. Is it Naras? Tries to calm down others. No. I know it's a dude, so I know it's a bloke. Let's have a quick look here. So no, it's definitely not Connor. It's occasional insights. No, so it's not him. It's not. Is it Grayson? No, it's not Grayson. Hugo. Here we go. Never fails taming attempts and occasionally improves the farming skills of others. So you have him. But we're going to stick with Edmund, Katina, Krista and Raka because they're the ones that are also in my series. I thought I would stick with them. So let's start the new scenario and we'll take it from there. Just an FYI in the series, by the way, where I'm playing for the footage that I'm recording, I've gone through a period of everyone like having mental breakdowns every 5 seconds, which has been crazy. But hey, I thought to myself, do you know what? I've got the time. Let's do a live stream for an hour and a half and actually do it live. So if you have any questions, feel free. Throw them into the super chat and I'll happily answer them. And if you're watching this after I broadcast, again, feel free to answer the questions. And what this does is it gives me a base for doing live streams. Okay, so we crashed. Here we go. Trying to calm down Krista. Someone's already having a meltdown. Oh, actually, this looks like quite a good seed. Let's have a look around. Oh yeah, we've got some skin bark over there. Oh, that was some buttermelons. Don't destroy all the buttermelons with spaceship debris. Come on. Oh, I think that's smoke leaf over there. No, it's a lot of grain cob. Okay, that's fine. Right, so Krista's currently having a breakdown, but what we do need to do, of course, is immediately get a camp built. So, at the moment, we've got scrap metal, but what you can do is immediately put down a storage area. So, let's just put it down. How big do we want to do it? Do it close to the crash site, so we'll do it there. Someone will go and construct it, that is fine. Now, what I'm not seeing is a huge amount of wood, as in trees. So we're going to need to get someone to observe one of these first. And is that a big broadleaf tree? Yes, it is. Okay, so we need to observe that one as well. But in the meantime, let's cut this one down because we do need some wood. And over here, is that a big broadleaf? I think it is, yeah. Okay, so it's a 28 out of 30 wood, safe enough to cut it down. Let's click on some of the others, see if we can find another quite grown tree. There we go, that'll do as well, that's 28 wood. That's 27 out of 30, that'll do nicely, so let's get that cut. Let's switch the game into high speed as well. Something else we want to do, of course, is harvest the buttermelons, but we need to observe them as well. So let's get observe on the buttermelons. And for our camp, we need a few more things. We need to mine some stone. So again, orders and mine, and just do a load of rock. So that'll get that done. We'll get this scavenged, and we will start building a shelter. So let's build a scrap metal shelter. Let's turn that round. Yeah, that'll do for there for now. And let's also make it a bit bigger. So we'll put two next to each other. And what we'll do is we'll turn it. So I'm holding down the shift key and put another one there. That'll do. And put another one there. Okay, insufficient materials already. That's fine. We've already got some wood. We need people to observe stuff, so we've got a big evergreen tree that's already been discovered. Okay, that's great. Let's get some sleeping spots built. Okay, let's pause the game a second. And furniture, we're going to want to build. We can't build furniture yet, can we? I'm so used to having everything already developed. Okay, so sleeping spot on the ground. Can't use fabrics because, of course, we haven't found any yet. And we need a total of 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. So we've got 4 beds ready to construct. Let's put it into high speed again. So again, basic foundations of the camp. Now, hopefully someone will go and, yep, we've got some stone now. That's very good. So again, back to camp. We should, we need sticks as well, don't we? Of course. So let's get some of these cut. Get one of them observed, and again cut more down. Yeah, observe that one, and again just cut because we need sticks to build a fire. Again, we're currently running at high speed, so good. Krista is observing the squash-like plant. That's fantastic. Now let's pause the game again quickly. Have a look around our local area. So we've got more buttermelons over there. There's a lot of spaceship debris. Aha. Oh no, that's a flying insect. Okay, so no, nothing of interest. We've got the silicon from those, but there's no rush on silicon. Skin bark we can go and have a look at in a short while. There's some grass here as well, so let's observe that. Anything else locally that's worth observing in the near area? This may well prove to be a horrific seed, but that needs observing as well. Some big birdies. Got a lot of buttermelons over in this direction. But that seems to be about it food-wise. So there's an insect nest. We have an insect nest over here. It's always worth surveying the seed, especially if we've got some cotton, so let's get that observed. There's an olphin there, maybe you could tame, but again what I'm really looking for is food sources, and at the moment we only have, we've got grain cob all the way over here, so let's get that observed. I think this is all just grain cob, yeah, there's no difference there. Is that a piece of crashed? Oh no, that's a bird nest. Okay. More cotton. Aha! Aha! Here we go. Right, we've got some peculiar bush. Okay, so that needs to be observed as well, because that's going to be berries. And over here we've got sweet syrup, so again that needs to be observed. Okay, high speed, got all the initial observations plumbed in, and we can get everything done, so that's fine. Again, we can get scavenging done as well. What we also want to do, of course, is build, so we want to build some more shelter. Hi Mordred, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us. I decided to do a live stream today rather than actually publishing the episode. So we go to camp, we go to shelter, and what we want to do is actually really build it out of wood. I don't know why wood is not being given as an option yet. Oh no, it's a shelter, isn't it? So it is either scrap metal or sticks, and nobody's bothered cutting. Oh, they have cut the bushes. Okay, let's cut a few more, because we could do with quite a lot. That is one big bush. Okay, that's what she said. Okay. Again, we've got quite a few that we can cut, so that's fine. Get a load of sticks back. We've got 29 scrap metal. We will need to disallow emergency rations, but for now we're okay. We also need to start building some production structures, so what we want ideally is a workbench, of course. Out of wood is fine. Science, we want a research desk, again out of wood, so let's get that plumbed in. We're at insufficient storage space already, so let's do some more stockpile. And again, put it one away, so like this. Do about the same length, that'll do. Someone will get that put down. There we go, we've discovered buttermelon, so there's a good food source. So straight away we'll get that harvested. So harvest the whole lot. There we go, and there's another load over there, so harvest that as well. That's it. We haven't discovered the grain cob yet. Oh, I think let's cancel the observation on the one all the way over here. Oh, I don't think I've clicked on the one that we're observing. That one. Cancel the observation on that and do it on the one that's much closer, which is here. In fact, no, let's do this one here. There we go. Observe. That's just some purple grass. Don't need to worry about that. Right, now something else we need to do is start looking at food choices. So we haven't got a campfire yet, so campfire, let's make it out of stone. Get it put over here. Okay, and we can actually put in some torches as well. Can't put any wall torches yet, but that's fine. Let's just put in a torch on the ground over there, that'll do. And then also, let's build some scrap metal shelters over here. So what we want to do is turn it sideways. Did I leave a gap of one? Yes, I did. Okay, so this will then cover up our storage area, so that's fine. And again, more. So let's put it straight here as well. Need to make sure I'm actually putting it next to it. Yes, we are. Okay, let's turn it around. Hold down the shift key, so we actually put another one in. Turn it around the other way, just because I'm pernickety like that. And again, put this one in that way around. Although, of course, what would happen is the rain would just collect in all the V's, but hey, it's ergonomically sound. Okay, now what we've done there, inadvertently, let's cancel that one. Because although it was the design I wanted, it's not ideal because we were actually turning it into a sealed room, which we don't want to do. So let's go back, add another one, but put it the right way around with the hole. And what that'll do is it will then be a through structure. There we go. And unpause, put it back into high speed. Okay, we've discovered some blade grass, we've scavenged some clothing, some alloys, some medicine. That's good. Now we've done quite a lot of rocks, so we've now discovered a broadleaf bush as well. Let's get this observed as well. It's an olphan, we know that, but might as well get it observed because then we can maybe tame. But of course that's after doing research. Speaking of which, let's pause again because we want the initial researches, the most important ones. Now, construction basics is basically what you want to start off with, as well as of course electric grids, which of course are only 12 hours. So we'll swap those round. So we'll do electric grids, we will do construction basics, we also want metal refinement and weaponsmithing and lightning rods. Ooh. That reminds me, lightning rods is one of the primary things because you'll get a thunderstorm and if you haven't researched and built. So, lightning rods first, then electrical grids, then construction basics, then metal refinement. Pickling isn't particularly important at the moment, and weaponsmithing. Obviously we'll then need wooden fortifications and loads of other stuff, but for now, let's just get everything done and put it back into high speed. And that's just more buttermelons. We're already observing grain cobs somewhere else, and the berry bushes that are all the way over. Where did I find them? Yep, all the way over here. But of course, we'll then be able to farm them, which is the important thing. And I am still trying to. Oh, that's a dead one, isn't it? I think. Yep, so we could go and butcher that for some instant meat. Might be worth doing actually. How far from camp is it? Not a huge distance. So let's send them off to butcher it. We don't need to hunt yet. And I doubt anyone's going to do it anyway. There we go, he's written a short story and I think he's gone straight off to butcher. Yes he has, good. So we'll get some insect meat. Now we should have our campfire on the go. We want to do two things. We want veggie soup and we want that done, let's do 4 times. Until 4, so we keep a constant supply, and then you want cooked emergency rations until 4, again come out there. Then you want to go into the preferences of each character and you want to remove raw food, and you also want to go into, well it's not there actually. Okay, we put together a camp as quick as we could, considering the circumstances, blah blah blah, yep, celebrate, that's fine. So again, let's remove raw food off of everyone's list, so they don't go eating raw materials. Now, cooked meals, we have 2, so we have quick meals and other. Now, other is emergency rations. We want to take that out. Now, you do not want them eating the emergency rations, because you want them eating the cooked rations. So, because the emergency rations do nothing. They give no happiness, anything like that. It's a bit on the boring side. Right, so we've discovered blade grass, fantastic, so we can now grow hay. We've discovered a broadleaf bush for sticks, fantastic. We've also discovered an orphan, so we can tame them, and we'll also, we've unlocked a statue as well. Lovely stuff. So under leisure, we now have a large statue that we can build on orphan. So there we go. And we've got buttermelon, blade grass. Now buttermelon you immediately want to plant, and you want to do a fairly big patch. So for now, no, we don't want that. Let's put it off to the side. Did I click buttermelon there? I'm not entirely sure I did. Okay, here we go. So 75% growth. Do we have any bright green anywhere? No, we don't. Oh! We have another plant here, beef berries. So that's good. Because the seeds are all very, very different. So now if I hit escape, we are currently on web-look. So if you want to follow along and you've got the game and you want to try the same seed, the seed is web, all uppercase, -look. I will put it into the description after the stream is finished, because if you put in the same seed, it will generate exactly the same map. There is a catalogue actually of all the different seeds if you go to the Reddit for Stranded Alien Dawn. I may put a link to that as well. Okay, so everyone's now going to sit by the campfire. We also want to go to quick recipes and add meat soup, and again until, and do 4, and there we go. I think that's probably ready for harvesting as well. Yes, it is. We've got some additional buttermelon, that's good. We've still got a few things to observe, but I think I've covered off pretty much everything nearby. The other thing we want to go and observe early doors. Oh, there's a couple of animals having a fight. Oh, and it's deed. Okay, so what we want is one of the silicon plants that's as close as possible. And let's have a look. I think the only ones look like they're in this kind of northerly direction, which is quite near an insect nest. So let's get that one observed. Okay, now we don't need defences, so to speak, as of yet. Now, have we actually uncovered any guns? I think we should have a couple of guns already. So, yep, we do. Okay, so we've got 2 laser pistols. So, Wrapup and Edmund are the 2 that you want to give your laser pistols to. If you're going with the same people, and we haven't researched weaponsmithing yet, so we can't create any other weapons. Now, leisure, we've got a dartboard, so let's get that put in to give them something to do. There we go, Racker's going to get that constructed, I think. There we go, perfect. We've got 2 people idle, so let's hit play, because we never did put down that crop, did we? Okay, so farming, buttermelon, and we will do it here. And do it as pretty much as big as it goes. That'll do. Nice massive buttermelon field. And hit play again. Now the other crops that we have at the moment aren't necessary, although it might be worth planting some big evergreen trees and just plant them off to the side somewhere, nowhere near your base, to allow your base to expand. So let's, I don't know, put them all the way down here. There we go, nice big plot for trees, and that will give us some wood which is nearby. Now let's have a look at this. That's 21 out of 30 wood. So again, that's 19 out of 30, that's 21, that's quite disappointing actually. So for a seed for wood wise, this is actually quite bad. 23, we've got any that are at 30? Here, oh, I just had one that was at 30. Is it this one here? Yes, okay, get that cut down to give us some extra wood. Now, something else to build in the camp is, under production buildings, is a chopping block. Because what that will allow us to do is make sticks if we need to. We've now discovered skin bark, fantastic, and we've also discovered beef berries as well, so fantastic. Now what we should be able to do is just harvest them now that we've found them. So again, harvest. I've also just spotted smoke leaf off to the side here, so let's get that observed. Now, have we fully scavenged this? Yes, we have. Okay, but we do have a lot of crash stuff nearby, so let's go and scavenge that as well. There we go, we've got some nice beef berries. And furniture-wise, of course, now we've got beds, and we can also build an armchair. We've now got beef berries, buttermelon, skin bark, and we've also got cloth blossom as well, so let's get this grown. And we also want to do beef berries as well, which we'll do over here. There we go, that'll do. Right, they're all asleep, that's good, speeding up time. Now, research-wise, we're currently on lightning rods. And what we'll do is in the morning we'll get Krista to go and research. In fact, let's go ahead of what I've done in the video series. Let's take it off of simple priorities and put it on to proper priorities. So for Krista, who's intelligent and has insights, we want her to research primarily. So research, put her to a 1. Now the other one that's worth doing is Edmund. So Edmund would be worth a priority 2. Now observing again is going to be the same. So we're going to do a priority 2 and a priority 1 for Krista. Now Krista's cooking wise is at 2, but Katina tends to be a better cook. Well, you know, that's not true. They can both skill up at the same time, but we do need someone doing the cooking. So let's prioritise Katina. Maybe put Krista as a level 2. Now for mining, you only have Edmund and Raka, so again we'll put those as priority 2. Again, scavenging priority 2. Now for construction, what you want is Raka as a primary because it makes him happy. So, and then what we can do is we can add for Krista a construction of a priority of 2. Now healing, we want Katina to be 1 because she's our best healer, and Edmund to be a priority 2. Again for harvesting, these guys, so again 2 and 2. Planting, again 2, and maybe put Krista to a 1 because it makes her happy because she's interested in it. Again, crafting and tailoring, what you want to do is put, not Katina, sorry, no, done that wrong. Let's put her as priority 4 for crafting and tailoring. So what we want to do is Edmund, we want to do priority 2, and then Raka, we want to put priority 1. And what you ideally also want to do is put a couple of people to deliver in a priority 2, but it's not essential yet. But that's good enough for a start. Cutting, you can also put Raka to a 2, just so he actually cuts the bushes, and that will do for now. So we set up their priorities. So again, we've taken off the simple priorities and we have put them in, and the next thing we want to do is a schedule. So schedule wise, you want to give your people some time to relax. So give them an hour in the middle of the day, potentially an hour in the evening, and then what you want to do is have at least 5 hours where they're going to sleep. So again, we'll go midnight to 5 AM for everyone for sleep, which should be enough to recharge, and they've got some leisure time as well. Now, skin bark we have uncovered. I can't remember where the closest is. Here it is. Okay, well that's actually perfect. So let's harvest and do this whole area. There we go. We missed a couple of bushes there, so let's get them all harvested. Okay, good. So Edmund is observing the tall plant. Oh, yeah, so we've already planted cloth blossom, so that's going to give us materials. And what we can also do is cut, because we've already discovered blade grass, I think. Yep, because we can't observe it. So borders and cut and just do the whole lot. There we go. There's more buttermelon down here actually. Have we discovered the smoke leaf yet? No, we haven't. That's fine. And Krista is currently observing. That's fine. Katina's already reached farming 3, so also good. And what we also want to build is some shelving. So what we want to do is go to our camp. We want to build an additional shelter. We want to build it out of scrap metal because at the moment we've got loads. Again, turn it around, and in here what we're going to do is we're going to put some shelving in. And the reason for that, and we're going to zoom in, is this is going to be for food. So what we want to do now is deal with our 2 storage areas, and we want to disallow. There's the thunderstorm. I knew it would come. Right, Krista, just come and research, please. I told you it would happen right at the beginning of the game, and like clockwork, it has. So our base is now going to get hit by lightning. There's not much we can do about it. Okay, let's pause the game quickly, because under here we want raw food, cooked meals, and then what we can do is get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of other items and just have raw food, cooked meals, raw fabrics, cloth and leather and medicines on our shelves. Then what you want to do is you want to click on these storage areas and you want to remove raw food, cooked meals, medicines and fabrics. So again, do the same on the other side, but what you can do is you can just go copy restrictions, paste restrictions. Now that's handy. It's always worth doing because it makes it much easier to replicate across your storage areas. Don't smoke too many leaves, yeah. They all like smoking in this game, all of them. Now, unfortunately, although Krista is a research genius, it is going to be the case that we may lose a crop, potentially, if lightning strikes. No, the game's going to be generous. Okay, so we've researched lightning rods, fantastic. We're going to need to probably build a couple, so we'll build one. Probably make more sense to put one here, another one down here, and then a third over behind here so we can expand the camp even further. So that's 3 lightning rods and they will protect our base. Okay, so again, smash it back into high speed because I want to cover as much as I can during this live stream. Again, we've researched smoke leaf, that's fantastic. Again, up here, so smoke leaf, lovely stuff. So we want to do 2 things. We want to go back to our orders, we want to go harvest, and we want to go over here, and that's going to harvest a load more buttermelon and a load of smoke leaf. And in fact, we might as well harvest all this as well. And the rock chunk, that could be mined, although I think we had some rock closer. Are these ready for harvesting yet? No. Oh, provide feedback. It automatically pops up now. Doesn't give you a chance. Okay, well, 5 stars for everything because it's early access. Again, we've got some more here that can be harvested. So orders and harvest. The way to check is just drag it over everything. So 17 beef berries, harvest. Smoke leaf, harvest. And 2 broadleaf bushes, might as well get them cut. Oh, look at that, there's a nice little patch of smoke leaf here as well. So again, harvest. But we do need to build something, and that is a drying rack. So, under ranching, unusually, we want a large drying rack. We'll build it out of wood, because we've still got quite a bit of wood hanging around. And again, just put it somewhere in our base, that'll do. And let's have a look at these trees. We're at 25 wood. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, 29 out of 30, that'll do. We'll cut that one down. That's 23, 22. Because you want to maximise as much as possible the wood that you're cutting down. That's really, it's like hardly any 30 wood trees on this seed. But we do have an absolute, oh dear. Well, might as well get that butchered. Might as well get that butchered. That'll give us some red meat. Jeez. Butcher that as well. Load of dead animals. And again, enough buttermelons to feed us for about 2 years. Now, although we've disallowed food on here, for now, it is sitting there because no one's moved it. But if you click on it, what you will do is you'll be able to find out how long it is before it's going to disappear. So hover over and it will tell you that you got 36 days. So no, it's not bad. Okay, we've discovered grain cob now as well. That's a very important crop. So again, it's another crop that we're going to want to put in. So grain cob, let's get that put in. 80% growth, that's not terrible. Again, let's put it closer. Insufficient storage space, so we need to build more storage. That's fine. So what we'll do is we'll go back to our camp, go to shelter, make it out of scrap metal, turn it around sideways, put it in, and then go to storage, go to storage shelves, make them out of wood, again put them across, And what you're going to want to do is you want to go to here, copy restrictions, and then paste restrictions, and then you've got the same on both sets of shelves. Again, the drying rack, so raw red meat, hides and smoke leaf, so we can put everything on here. And we've also discovered the big broadleaf tree. Awesome. Now we should have our area planted as well. So yeah, we've got a load of these trees growing, but what we can do is put down another patch. So let's go to trees and bushes, and we want big broadleaf trees because they're the ones that produce 30 wood. So let's do it this way, drag it down as big as it goes, that's it. Again, go back to our farming, and we want, so what have we got? We got cloth blossom, buttermelon and beef berries. So we also want grain cob, and again we'll do it off the back of this one here, and there we go, get that planted. And I think what we'll do is we'll just cut these trees down anyway, purely because I'm at the point where I'm like, rah for wood. So let's just cut them all down. 5 big broadleaf trees, cut them down. 2 rock chunks, get those mined. 22 broadleaf bushes, yeah, we don't need that many sticks. We've already got 123. And we've also unlocked silicon leaf, so that's going to give us silicon. Now, until we get other resources, the silicon itself is fairly useless, but it's fine. And now that, I presume, has been scavenged out. Yes, it has. Okay. Oh, risk of meltdown from Krista. So let's hit play. Have a look at Krista. What's she complaining about? Where is she? Okay, so double click on her to find out where she is. So she's observed the tube plant. Fantastic. Orders, harvest. Let's get some sweet syrup. Oh, there's another dead orphan. Oh, it's only got 11 health left. So 7 out of 60. And that's only got 1 out of 50. So that's going to disappear. So go to Krista. Now you go to happiness. So at the moment, crushingly unhappy. So go and have a look at her stats. Her relaxation is 0. So let's get her to go and play darts, because that's the only entertainment we've got at the moment. So if we go under leisure, we can build a shooting target, but only Edmund and Raka can benefit from it, but we'll build it anyway. And we've now got heptagonias. Now heptagonias need to grow on a rocky kind of surface, so like here would be good for heptagonia, but as you can see, you're only going to get 25% growth in fertile soil, and then you've got a nice little rocky area over here that heptagonia would grow to 100%. So again, just put it down. Let's actually go back to farming heptagonia. Let's start it from here and drag it across, and that'll do there. So we've already got a lot of different food variety. Now something else that we need to build. So again, we're going to want to go to our camp, shelter. We want to expand it again. So let's turn this round, put it sideways, and what we want to build is a cook stove. And get that put in as well. There we go. So we've now got our research desk, our workbench, and our cook stove. From a research perspective, the next up is electrical grids, which is fine. Oh, chitin synthetics, hay cloth. Oh, nice. So there's some good research on this one. We've got insect fats as well. Tailoring, of course, is worthwhile having. So we'll add that to the end, because you'll see on my main series, I've lightning rods that work, Mordred, indeed, not like Sheltered 2, eh? Even better, the lightning rods in this game, if you hook them up to your power grid and you've got batteries, you can store the energy from the lightning blasts as well. Okay, right, Raka is now constructing. So we've discovered the, as I said, that, which is sweet syrup. We've also discovered silicon leaf, which gives silicon. And Katina's already reached farming 4. Fantastic. Now, food-wise, what do we have? So we've got no meat, but we've got a lot of veg. where was the grain cob? It was over here, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Okay, orders, harvest. So there's only 2 grain cobs that can currently be harvested. Oh. Harvest the silicon leaf as well. It's probably worth mining some more rock as well. So, orders and mine. Let's get all this rock mined. There we go. And for that, we're going to need to improve our storage. So let's go back to camp, build another shelter, our scrap metal. Again, plop it down here. Or what you can do now is actually turn it, because we've got the entrance this side, you can turn it sideways and turn it into basically a closed storage room, but it doesn't really matter for now. And again, we want to go to storage, stockpile, boom, and again, then you want to go here, you want to go to the little checklist, you want to go copy restrictions, and you want to paste those restrictions onto both of these, and that's it. We've now got the expanded storage, and we've got our extra shelves over here as well. So we've got plenty of storage. We've got an interlaced building design, but we can't really put a wall around it. We have the 1 cell gap here, which is less than ideal, because if I go to defense and go to fence, build it out of stone, oh no, we can put it in down the middle. That's really handy. I unintentionally, deliberately left the right size gap. So we can build a wall. It's not necessary yet, but we can build a wall around the current base, which is good. And this is a good seed for flat land, because we have this huge section of flat plain, which is great for base building. So this seed, again, if you've just tuned in or just watching, the seed for this is web-look. And again, I will put it into the description after the live stream is finished. Right, let's run it back on high speed again. Is that insect trying to kill the orphan? No? Okay. Right, it might be worth actually getting Edmund. What's he doing at the moment? Oh, he's scavenging. Okay, right, so we've got 57 more scrap metal, that's fine. Where did that orphan go? What? It was there 2 seconds ago. Okay, well, we'll wait for one to wander up and we'll hunt it, because we could probably do with some red meat. Now, from an observation perspective, I think we've pretty much ticked off everything in the first less than 20 minutes of the game. So now we've got all of these berries that still haven't been observed. So let's get Krista to wake up, and as soon as she wakes up, she wake, yep, no, Raka is. Right, okay, pause. Now Krista, we're going to let you eat food, that's fine. You go get yourself a cooked ration. Ah, we haven't built a table yet, have we? Oh, that's something else worth doing. Right, okay, Krista, you've eaten. Oh, you're observing the peculiar bush anyway. You're going to do what I was going to order you to do. How handy. Okay, so something else we want to do is we want a seating area. Now, because we're building like this little encampment area, what you want is a seating area that's undercover. So if it starts peeing it down with rain, they don't get wet. So we will go back to our camp, because we haven't got basic constructions yet, and go to scrap metal, because we've got 110, so that's fine. And what we'll do is we'll extend this out, and what we'll then do is we'll put another one in. I don't know whether we're going to be able to fit it in, but we'll see. Yep, that works perfectly. Okay, turn it around the other way. Bosh. We've got a nice area now, and what we do is we go to furniture, large table, out of wood, plop that in, and then what we can do is put in some seating. So we want 1, 2, by the way, I'm holding down the shift key just to clarify, and that's 4 seats, so everyone's going to have a seat, and we've got a nice wooden table, and it's undercover. And we've also got this corner as well for expansion, if we so choose to use it. Okay, right, again, let's whack it into overdrive, so high speed. Oh, we lost a harvested grain cob there. Now we are heading into summer, so everything should be growing nicely. Right, fruit bush. So we've now got a fruit bush as well, so let's get that planted in. Bosh. And what we also want to do, of course, is harvest all these fruit bushes. So again, orders, harvest, bingo, we'll take all of those, thank you very much. And in fact, we'll take all the grain cob over here as well. Harvest please, thank you. Oh, we've got some cloth over here as well, so let's harvest that. So cloth blossom harvest, rock chunk, yeah, you can mine that, that's fine, it's quite close to base. Well, by quite close, I mean literally miles away, but it's fine. Now, I don't know whether they've started harvesting the skin bark yet. No, it doesn't look like they have. That's fine. Now, Katina should be levelling up her cooking game. So, what we do want to do is add to here veggie soup until and do 4. And we also want to add another quick recipe, meat soup, and again until 4. So that'll leave 8 in stock. Risk of meltdown, Krista. Okay, let's pause the game, have a look at her. No, we've got 2 at risk of meltdown, Katina and Krista. Okay, right, relaxation 0. Now, something else that we can do for relaxation purposes that we haven't built yet is under furniture. So what we want is a couple of armchairs, and we'll build them out of cloth, because at the moment we've got 56 and we need 20 cloth. So let's build a couple of seats, put them in a corner like that, put a couple in, there we go, that gives them more relaxation options. Now we also have heating options, but we are coming up for summer, and it might actually be an idea as well to put some lamps in, just to give a bit of light. So let's zoom in. Right, let's put one here. Let's put another one over. Let's go this way. Another one down here. That's it. And maybe another one outside. That should give some lighting. So 3 lamps, well, torches, but that'll give some light. Oh my goodness, what, everyone's going to have a meltdown? Right, Raka, what are you miffed about? Right, you've got no happiness at all. Let's have a look at your stats. Relaxation 0, right, come on, construction for you is good. Okay, so now we've researched electrical grids. Again, I'm absolutely smashing through this. So we're going to skip this, because it is what it is. Again, whack pause, and what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the research desk. So, basic construction is next, which is perfect, and then we have diesel generators and refrigerators, but you can't do solar panels until you've found or produced electronics. Now, finding or producing electronics are 2 very different beasts. So producing electronics, you need a soldering bench, and you get a soldering bench by researching the electronics. Now, to research electronics, you need to have produced silicon, which is fine. We're going to go and harvest some silicon bushes, which will unlock electronics. Now, that unlocks a soldering bench, which needs power. So you're actually better off in the early game researching this. Spaceship deconstruction. Your chances of getting electrical goods from spaceship deconstruction is quite high, and for the early game it will give you a decent amount of circuit boards. So we'll whack that onto the end. There's so much to research, but it's fine. Obviously we need refrigeration technology and everything else, but again, Raka's going to go construct the armchair. That's going to give him a positive buff. And he's going to go to sleep. There we go. Don't know where Edmund is. Oh, He's salvaging, of course. And that's the good old fruit bush that we've got. Oh, the little attack birds are getting close. It's the mama bird and her 3 babies, I think, by looking. Now, we also seem to have quite a lot of these that are not ready to harvest, I don't think. That's fine. And there is actually a nest here as well. Okay, so Edmund's gone back off scavenging. That's fine. Racker's doing some construction work. We've lost some harvest again. Okay, so we've got our wall torches going, so we've actually got a bit of light now when it gets dark. Now these trees may actually have gone towards 30 wood. Okay, so 26, 29, there we go. So that's another tree we can cut down. And of course we should have our 2 plots of trees as well, which is good. We've lost 50 cloth blossom. Yeah, we've got a load of grain cob over here as well. Right. So now under production we've got an electric stove, and under power we have power poles, but we don't have anything to store the electricity in yet, so it's pointless building them. But let's go to our orders and harvest. Oh wow, so they're not even harvestable. Ah, yep, these are. There we go, so harvest. Harvest. Yep, okay. Need to observe, is that mushrooms? No, it's not. For a second I thought that was glitter caps, but it's not. That's a shame actually, because I don't think I've seen any glitter caps. Now they're mushrooms that you can harvest, but as I said, as of yet I don't think I've seen any. It's normally one of the first things you find, but on some seeds you just don't get certain items. Now the good thing is glitter caps glow, so let's pause the game a second and see if we can find any. No, that's Heptagonia. That's another insect nest. So I'm literally not seeing any glitter caps. That's just buttermelons. A very easy to access spot. Now glitter caps normally are on the rocks, but again, as I've said, I'm not seeing any as far as I can tell. No. Okay, well it is what it is. Got plenty of different veg for now, so it's fine. Right, Edmund is transporting, that's good. I don't know what he's transporting. 20 stone I think, so that's going to take him a wee while. Now, on our workbench, there's something else that we want to do. And what we want to do is we want to craft, and we want to craft veggie leather, but we can't because we haven't got any yet. Oh, another thunderstorm. It's fine, we're covered, I think. Yep, there we go. Lightning just hit the lightning rod, as it's supposed to do. Tina is now cooking 3, and look at all this harvest that's being lost. Oh, we've got some aggressive animals. 18 of them. Wow, okay, quite a lot. Right next to our camp. We haven't built any defences yet. Right, let's hit high speed. We haven't got weaponsmithing yet either, so this could be interesting. Right, Edmund, sir. We are going to draft you. And Raka, you're still asleep. What? What are you doing? I didn't tell you to attack the bird. You've got no weapons, you moron. Right, escape. And that's someone being a total moron. Right, load game. And we'll go back to the most recent auto-save, which was when? Oh, that's right, it's 5 minutes ago. Okay. Don't even ask. Do not even ask. That was like the most stupid thing to do. I didn't ask him to shoot one of the birds. Right, we haven't had the aggressive animals yet, and now we're okay, fine. We'll leave it on high speed. However, we actually now know what's coming, so what we could do is let's just hover off over the extra stuff that we've done and go to defence and put in a fence. Now stone we've got 350, so let's go down this edge. 70, go across, oh no, to about here, and then back up. I think that's about there. Oh, one cell out. Oh no, now I've gone too far. No, I haven't. There we go. Okay, and then within that defence, what we want to put in is a gate, and we'll do it out of poles, and we'll do it so it opens inwards. And then what you also need to put in is fenced doors. Now, bad guys will not, so insects that are attacking will not go through these. So we can do it out of wood. Let's just put a couple of wooden ones in. So what you want is you want one on each side. So one there, one over the other side to the farming, and then another one at the back. So there, and that'll do. And speed up time. Now for Raka, that's a dream come true, so he'll go and craft everything. He has no issues doing that. Again, construction plus 18, and he's constructing the wall torches and everything else because that hasn't been done yet. And I'm pretty sure some of the stuff that we said to harvest is no longer being harvested. Oh no, it is, that's fine, as is the cloth blossom and the heptagonia. We might as well trigger that for harvest as well at some point, but we haven't got enough people and we have 700 food, so we're not too bad. Edmund, let's grab you and hunt this. Just go and hunt, dude, because we can need some meat. Jeez, what's that, an infinite health dolphin? I'm just going to run off into the middle of nowhere. Come on, get it killed. There we go. Oh, and you're off to get something to eat. That's... I meant, you know, butcher it and bring the stuff back. No? No? Right, you're going to go back and butcher now? What are you doing, you absolute plum? Right. Go and butcher the dolphin. Yes, we've lost loads of harvest, I know, but we're going to have our own harvest, so it's fine. Right, now we've researched construction basics. Interestingly, I think the attack would have happened by now. So saving it and going back to the auto-save has cancelled it by the looks of it. Right, transporting 26 meat. Good. Lightning rod doing its job. Right, Edmund, after you've transported that, I bet there is hide there, isn't there? Yes, there is. You're not going to sleep. I want you to go and hunt the hides. Right, the aggressive animals have appeared. Now, I'm hoping that he actually put the meat into storage. No, he didn't. So now we need to try and figure out where he blooming dropped it. Right, okay, I'm going to pause it. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to turn down the audio a little bit. That'll do. There we go. Oh, Edmund. Where did you drop the stake? I'm not going to be able to find it, am I? Unless I drag a massive box from where the corpse was all the way across, just select everything. See if we can. Is there any meat? Manure. There's manure. Construction site. Broadleaf. Buttermelon, grain cob, rock chunks, campfire, chicken stoves, beef berries. No, there is no meat. Unless he did put it in storage. No, he can't have done. Unless it went straight. Unless it went straight into cooking, maybe. Potentially went straight into cooking. I can't see that being the case either, but hey, it is what it is. Because he ran off this, was running off this way, so I'd have thought he would have dealt with it, but hey. And off he goes again for scavenging. Right, okay, here comes the animal attack. Right. Right, Racker, I'm going to leave you heading off and building that fence, that's fine. That's it, Racker, you get that fence finished. Because they're all coming from... which way this time? Oh, this time they're coming from the top direction. Awesome. Well, this is going a lot worse than I expected. How can you both miss? Okay, where's the last bug then? Oh, it's eating our food, is it? Nice. And destroyed a wooden shelf, and we lost everything that was on it. Nice. Nice, that was brutal. Everyone's awaiting treatment. Right, Katina, you're going to have to start healing people. Yeah, you've only got a superficial bite. Right, that's it, Edmund. Now that you're healed, you heal everyone else. There we go, good stuff. Right. Krista, you can wait for treatment now, that's fine. Yeah, eat Raka, that is also fine. You sit down and eat yourself a meal. And what are you doing? Yep, you're repairing the shelf, good man. I'm guessing she was a bit more, yep, she's got loads of bites. Right, now the other thing we want to do is order all of these dead critters for butchering. Oh, that's pterodactyl. Oh, lost 400 buttermelons because no one's harvesting anything. And we got 95 fuel. Okay, now we're starting to get a sealed base. Okay, so what we also want to do now is put some traps in. So we'll get those put in. Shouldn't actually have allowed that, but okay, it has, that's fine. Okay, that's more research. Well done, Krista. Metal refinement, great. So all of those insects that we wanted to butcher, we didn't get a chance to by the looks of it, because those birds are going to eat all the corpses. Yep. Like hungry little birds. Oh, now they're off to attack another creature. Okay, right. Well, we've unlocked construction basics as well. So what we actually want to do is make our base area bigger. Right, Krista's had a research insight, lovely stuff. But now, if I hit pause, we're able to build a house. Okay, so we're able to put in a proper construction with 4 walls, a roof and a door and some windows. And more importantly, when it gets to winter, keep ourselves insulated and cozy. Now, what we can probably do is put in our first initial house in this corner. But part of me wants to make this a little bit bigger. So what we might do is go to defense, go to stone fence again. We've still got 100 stone left. We do need to mine some more, that's fine. So let's drag it across here, drag it across to here, bring it down. There we go, confirm. And then what we want to do is we want orders, we want deconstruct, and we want to deconstruct all of this and deconstruct this as well, and deconstruct that. There we go, and cancel the orders on that one. And we also want to put in a gate. So again, go back to our defense, go to fence, not fence, sorry, fence door. Again, make it out of wood, put it in the top, and there we go. Right. And then we can start thinking about building a house. I mean, I've managed to do as much as is physically possible in this short period of time, but it does give you an idea of the complex. I mean, the game's awesome. It really is awesome. There we go. Raka's having fun deconstructing everything. Oh, one of the birds. It's got a trap injury, but again, it won't attack. You can see they're not hostile. But now, when it tries to get out, oh no, the wall hasn't been built over there. I was going to say when it tries to leave, it's going to have to go through the gate. Okay, we've got another thunderstorm coming through. That's fine, but our fruit bushes aren't covered, I don't think. No, so we need to build another lightning rod. Yep, the bird is trapped. I don't know what Edmund's doing. soaking wet and he's not happy. That's fine. Okay, let's run. So we've now got a new resource as well, silicon. And Edmonds. We don't need to hunt the flightless bird, we'll be able to butcher it momentarily. Right, speed up time, the bird is going to die. Racker's constructing a fence. Insufficient storage space, we've run out of storage space again, that's fine. So again, camp, shelter, scrap metal, and plop it in. Well, there we go, bird's dead. So Edmund, go and butcher the flightless bird. And then we want to put on some more storage shelves. Don't know why it's saying insufficient storage space. Okay, alright, fine. Let's build some more shelves. Okay, so again, go to what is and isn't allowed, copy, go to the new set of fence, shelves, and paste. There we go. I think we might actually be able to get rid of some of the ground storage, but it's fine. Don't know why that one wasn't marked for butchering, but that's fine. Oh, another one of the birds is now stuck in our traps. So as you'll see, we've now got 20 raw poultry meat. The bird is going to get stuck again. Oh, we've researched weaponsmithing as well. So, what we need to do now is go to craft weapons, and we want to go spear, and we want to go until, and we want to go 4. So we want 4 spears. Did I ever oh. Where is he? Oh, he's fainted. Don't know what on earth happened there, but okay. Let's get him rescued. Yeah, exactly, Mordred. You've wandered into our trap. What a shame. Now you die. Now we eat. Chicken. Giant chicken. Although, to be fair, I was a bit shocked at the lack of meat that we actually got. I mean, 20 meat from a bird that size. You know, that's what? Easily the size of a human being, if not bigger. It's like a giant ostrich. Although it's not, oh, it is losing health very, very slowly. Now, I'm sure, oh, is he already up at, where is he? Wrapup. You're constructing the lightning rod, but clearly you're not healthy, dude. You're in mild pain, your consciousness is at 95%, your manipulation's down, and you're not bleeding. You don't really have any physical condition. I don't know what's actually wrong. Oh, lightning injury. Jeez, he was struck by lightning trying to construct the lightning rod. That's why everything's dead here. Poor Raka was struck by lightning. Jeez. Okay, Raka, I would suggest you go and do the equivalent of convalesce. What is that? 10 scrap metal. Ah, okay. All scrap metal. There we go. Just take that back. The stuff that you dropped when you got struck by lightning because you were holding scrap metal during a thunderstorm. Nice. Is that chicken dead yet? Can't tell. but I'm sure it will be. Okay, next thing to do is we'll put down the foundations for a house. Now, there should be some more stone. We're losing more harvest as well. Fandabby-darzy. Right, orders, mine, and select all this stone here. Lovely stuff. And what we want to do is start building our house. So you have to start with a floor, and you can choose your material. We're going to go with stone. And again, we'll start from this side, and we'll put the house here, I think, to about there. That's 192 stone, so we're going to need a lot more stone. Okay, we're going to need to put some stairs, so I'll put the stairs here, and then the next thing to do is wall, and for that we're going to want to start cutting down trees. Now that's sticks. 29 out of 30, not bad. 30, good. 29 out of 30, not terrible. 27 out of 30, you can get cut down as well. What about these chaps over here? What are these out of 30? Good, cut you down. You're at 30 as well, good. Okay, you're at 30, magic. In fact, let's just cut all of you down. So, there we go. Cut those trees down, so that's 20, 40, 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, so probably about 200 wood, plus the 110 that we've already got. So the next part of the house that you want to build, of course, is the wall, and we will build it out of wood. Okay, so stone foundation, wood walls, so let's put our wood walls in. Now again, it's going to tell us that we don't have enough resources, that's fine. Next, we want to put in a door, so again, door and wood. Plop that in. We also want to put in some windows as well, so we'll go with windows and we'll go with wooden, and let's put in some of those. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7, and one next to the door as well, why not? Okay, so 8 windows. Now what's the last part of a house? Of course it's the roof. Now you also get the thermal insulation as well, which is worth paying attention to. So hay is awful, scrap metal is awful, funnily enough. Wood is medium thermal insulation, and stone is medium thermal insulation as well. So let's go with wood. Now we are going to need quite a bit more wood, but that's fine. Again, put it in, there we go, the roof is on. Hit high speed and we're off to the races. Rack has recovered by the looks of it. I'm not going to give the feedback again because we haven't got much longer to stream. I was just about to crack my knuckle into the microphone then. I thought, no, I won't do that. Okay, so there's our first house being built. Again, we're 8:30 to 9:30, so we're 1 hour and 20 minutes into game time. So you can have all of this achieved in the first 2 hours of gameplay. It's not impossible to achieve. Now we're into summer now, so it's getting hot. So you're going to want to leave the windows in the house open. Insufficient materials, 287 wood. Now, how much have we got in our tree plot at the moment? 195 out of 500 and 35 out of 180. Not great, but there's a load of trees over here. So what we're going to do, we're going to order, we're going to cut, and we're just going to take a huge swathe of these trees. So 19 small broadleaf trees cut, cloth blossoms, harvest, smoke leaves, harvest, rock chunks, mine. Everything else can be ignored. The manure, we can't use it of course yet, but let's get everything done over there. Good, Edmund is mining, so that'll give us some more stone. We're still losing harvests because nobody's going to harvest. Okay, let's go to manage our priorities again. Not schedule, priorities. Actually, on our schedule, let's give them a bit more relaxation time. So let's give them 2 hours in the evening, because I think they're starting to suffer a bit. And then again, we want to go to their activities. Now, harvesting, Katina, no, Krista, let's go and put you as priority 1 for harvesting. That'll do, right. So hopefully Krista will actually now go and start harvesting stuff. Hey, another chicken's in the trap. Oh no, the chicken is eating its own mother. Nice. And is now trapped. Oh, it's eating the dead body while it's trapped. Oh, lovely. Fleeing danger 3. From what? Okay, let's get them killed. Don't know why they became aggressive, but okay. Come on, guys, you can't hit the broadside of a barn door. There we go. Okay, orders. Butcherino. Meaty. Okay, and put it back in high speed. So we've got 3 dead birds and a lot of traps that need to be reset. Plus more harvesting that we've lost. It just keeps getting better and better, life on this planet, doesn't it? 30 wood, fantastic. 30 wood, fantastic. 30 wood, fantastic. Nice, we've got lots of trees with 30 wood. That's at 29, but I don't care, I'm cutting it anyway. That's 30 as well. There's another one there, 28 out of 30, that'll do. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trees at about 30 wood, so that's about 300. And over to this side we've got these trees to cut down as well. That should give us more than enough wood to finish building the house. Right, now, one of the other things you need to do with the house is, if you don't want them to have the cave dweller attribute, you're going to need to put flooring, and as well as flooring, now how much cloth have we got? We've got only 16. And we've got 200 skin bark, that's good. We've got no hides. Did anything dry on our drying rack? Yes, we've got some drying meat as well. Okay, so one of the things that I tend not to allow is raw red meat to be dried. So we'll let that be dried for now. But we do need our cloth blossom, so luckily this is going to be ready to harvest soon, and we're going to want that for carpet inside our house. Seriously, Edmund, can you not butcher? Right, Raka, just butcher the flightless birds, please. Who did I tell to butcher the... Just go and butcher the flightless birds, please. I would like the meat. Risk of meltdown Raka, fantastic. Now, yep, you're going to transport? Good man. Just don't have a meltdown. Why are you now cutting a tree, dude? You need rest. Okay, go and sleep. Oh, Edmund's eating. Good man. Right, you're going to help do stuff, yeah? You're going to go make a spear, that's good. Another thunderstorm, but luckily we've got lightning rods covering everything this time because we lost a load of our grain cob. Everything else is getting close to maturity. In fact, there we go, our buttermelon is all ready for harvesting. Okay, everyone's asleep, we're at night, the house is mostly built. roof hasn't been started yet, of course, but that's fine. Tina's finally going to sleep. Right, now that we've got the leather, what we can do is we can craft veggie leather and just go until we have 100. That'll do. We're still losing harvests as well. That's fine. That leather should get put onto, actually, let's allow this onto this stockpile. So, raw fabrics allow skin bark, because then it can be put onto the stockpile, so that's fine. In fact, raw fabrics, let's just allow all on this, and then copy and add it to this as well. So paste, there we go. Right, what's Raka doing? Cutting down trees. Now, is he happy or is he sad? He's a bit happier, there we go. He's still got the initial survivor's determination. We're going to have 400 billion bits of food in a minute. In fact, ideally we could do with some more shelves. We've now got a spear, and we've got 2 people that are unarmed. So, what we can do is we can get Krista to arm herself with a spear. There we go. And we've got plenty of shelf space there, I think, for now. No, insufficient storage space for something. Ah, for buttermelon. Okay, fine. Where are you harvesting that from? Ah, okay, over there. Yep, we need to build a lot more shelves. Okay, so storage shelves. Okay, first of all, camp and shelter and scrap metal. We've only got 71 scrap metal left, actually, so that's 30, and we'll make one more, which is 60, and then we're out of scrap metal. Then storage, we want wooden, so again, put it all the way down here, and then copy this and paste the restrictions. There we go. And we're still short of 120 wood. Yes. Definitely more dread. The character's doing stuff that is annoying, I completely agree. Now we've got all of our grain cob as well, so the house, I'm not sure how far the progress is. Let's have a look. Some of the roof has been built. Now as long as he gets the whole roof built, yep, nearly, not bad, we'll be able to build some carpet. But we do need some more wood. Now there's still a load of trees that need to be cut down, so that's fine. There should be enough. I don't know if these, yeah, these haven't been cut down yet either, so that's fine. And then our initial house will be built, but for less than 2 hours of game time, you can see that you can make quite a lot of progress in the game. Now, if we go back to our cook stove, I don't think we can. Yes, we can. We can make veggie pizza. Okay, so we can now make veggie pizza, and we can do until 4. And as well as that, we can make buttermelon pie, and we will again do that until 4. So we constantly have 4 in stock. Edmund's doing some research, so let's have a quick look at that spaceship deconstruction. Good. Then we also want oil extraction to make bread and various other items. We're also going to want, let's have a look, what else do we want to research? Wooden fortifications, fairly important, flamethrowers, and we're also then going to want electronics, just so we can actually make electronics. Raka's now crafting leather. We do need someone to go and cut the trees. So Edmund, I know you're currently crafting, dude, but can you go and cut some trees, please? Did I just tell you to cut a bush? Oh, for goodness sake. Drop the sticks. I don't care about sticks. We've got 109. I want you to cut the tree. There we go. Now we've only got 90 wood that we're short. There we go. Good lad. I know you're going to go and eat now. That's fine. We'll let you. Oh, now we've got a heat wave. So, what's this person wearing? A sweater. We've got 2 synthetic vests. We've got no other clothing. But what you can do is you can just go nothing. And he will undress himself. But, just put it back on again because I don't think he's overly complaining actually. So it's fine. Right, let's have a look if the roof's on. Nearly. But I think that is about it for today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Thank you very much for watching. We'll leave it there. I will save this, of course, as a new game, so we will save it. Not as KIA Brain Bugs or Know It All Gaming. So this is the other one that I've been doing for my series, and as you can see, it's a lot more advanced than the current episodes, as in we have 3 separate buildings. We have one with individual bedrooms, we have another with heating and everything else in, and a storage one. Okay, but that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. All it leaves me to say, of course, is I'm Know It All Gaming. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and wherever you are in the world, of course, good night.